What's the worst handwriting advice I've heard as an OT and what I'd share instead? Gosh, there's so many misconceptions. I literally smack my forehead just recalling them. Number one would be, it's the age of technology. Get with the program. What we really need is more keyboard training. No. If this is your school's thinking, introduce them to the neuroscience. Hard data comparing brain activity during writing versus keyboarding is here. The varying pressure required during pencil mobilization, coupled with the ever-changing visual image of an emerging letter, alongside the interplay between motor and visual portions of the brain, work together to create rich and simultaneous engagement of sensory, motor, and cognitive memory sites. By contrast, striking a key, no matter that it's a different key, by virtue of its repetitive movement, is simply the same old, same old. No variety, no new engagement, no heightened brain activity. And that's not just one isolated study. These findings are global and consistent. So stop. Teach handwriting, cursive, manuscript, paper, pencil. Another head smacker, gotta start at the top. Are you guys not listening to my previous recordings? Please do. I've gone over this. It's not about starting points or pencil grip. Stop referring kids to OT who start at the bottom or have funky grips. Consistency of letter size is the variable to focus on. Go to our website, read the published studies, capstone posters, and blogs. If you're going to focus on promoting legible printing, focus on size. Promise form will follow. Which brings me to another misguided effort, and not as much of a head smacker as a head shaker. It's about the need to fill in the gaps developmentally, motorically, and perceptually. Yeah, I know it looks bad. Their posture, their pencil grip, the difficulty with midline crossing, the lack of bilateral coordination, poor dexterity and in-hand manipulative skill, visual perceptual delays. And it's a mix of newer and older OTs who advocate for these issues to be addressed first. Unfortunately, that's neither what the research nor AOTA identifies as best practice. It's practice itself. Sorry. The research does not support that correcting any of those deficits would improve handwriting. These issues may impact quality of life, comfort, and prolonged engagement, but if the issue is legibility, then the answer is specific skill training, verbal feedback, direct instruction, and practice. Motor learning theory, my friends. And the last piece of OT advice regarding handwriting is the refusal to even do it. It's not in the curriculum. If the teachers aren't teaching, why am I? I am not a handwriting teacher. For goodness sakes, if the title offends you, call yourself a handwriting therapist. Yes, you're right. Schools do need to invest in handwriting curriculum, and more are. And FYI, cursive is now mandated in 27 states. But if we refuse to do it because it should be part of a teacher's lesson plan, you are missing the big picture. Most teachers agree. It's important. And if they were not so overwhelmed with the increasing amounts of content they're expected to cover each day, the continuous data collection, the expectation to intercept kids at the earliest signs of struggle, differentiating instruction for 5+ learning groups, prepping, planning, researching kid-friendly apps, meeting and partnering with grade-level cohorts, they might. They barely even have time to sneak off to the bathroom. They are that busy. Our jobs as school-based OTs is not to give them more to do. Rather, it's to help them do what they already have to do more effectively and efficiently. So seize the opportunity. Push into classrooms to lead a collaborative lesson on handwriting and feel good about it. Your teachers will not only learn embeddable handwriting concepts they can seamlessly incorporate across all lesson plans, they will recognize you as true team players. After all, handwriting is a functional skill, and we are all about function. So what handwriting advice would I give? Get into the classroom. Share best practices and feel good knowing that you are helping bridge the gap between best practices and reality.